Today is Saturday, April 11th, and we're going to go for a little ride. It's one of the first warm weekends of spring, and a lot of people are out and about. We're just going to go for a little ride around town. And we're going to talk about my scooter. I bought this scooter in March of 2014, which is a little over a year ago, and I contemplated on what size to get, and I wasn't quite sure. I wanted to be able to drive it into town. And with that, I decided on the 150cc. I live in a small town, and I got to take about 6 miles of country roads before I get to the big city where I work. And with that, I decided on this KYMCO. One reason was because it is a value brand, and another reason is that it had a great user forum, excuse me, where riders help other riders, and I've been trying to do that a little bit myself. So, but one of the first things that people told me, especially the motorcycle riders at work, were in 6 months, you're going to want a motorcycle. And I said, no, I don't think so. I wait for traffic to pass before I actually do it, in case they don't actually turn. I said, I don't think so. So that 6 months, the fall came and went, and I thought about it and decided that no, I do not want a motorcycle. I'm very happy with my KYMCO Super8 150. It runs well. There was some concern about when I bought it, which a lot of people ask me, what are you going to do when it breaks down? When you're out and it breaks down? And I'm like, well, that kind of concerned me a little bit, but it hasn't. It hasn't broken down while I've been out on the road. I've got 4,500 miles on it, and she's still running strong. I've done all the maintenance that I need to do to it, and I've kept up on all of that, and it served me well. The one thing that I wish that I would have thought about a little more was the top speed. The top speed on this thing is about 50 to 55 mile an hour, or 55 to 60 mile an hour on the speedometer. It's off a little bit, which is per par at scooters. But you just can't take it out on the highway and run at 55 mile an hour forever. At least that makes me nervous, because I like to take care of what I own. So recently I've been giving some thought to whether I want a larger scooter, because a motorcycle is out, even though I have caught myself eyeing Craigslist and dealer sites for Kawasaki Ninja 300s. But I've decided that I want to stay with the scooter, and so I'm looking at moving up, or thinking about moving up. And one of the bikes that I had thought about getting was a KYMCO Downtown 300i. It gets rave reviews, with the exception of the styling of it seems to be suited for smaller riders. And a couple weeks ago, I was at my dealer, and they had one sitting on the showroom floor, so I decided that I would hop on it, and they had a Super 8 150 there too. I decided I would hop on it and see if how the fit was. And surprisingly, my kneecap height and the spacing between my knees and the handlebars were about the same as the Super 8. And I've had no feelings of being cramped on my Super 8, so I thought, well, maybe this is a viable option for me. And then I was pissing around the internet this morning looking at Craigslist, and I saw a 2009 Yamaha T-Max 600 on there. And admittedly, a jump from a 150cc to a 600cc would be quite a leap. I get the feeling that it's just going to be a period of getting used to, because I'm a cautious rider. I'm not one to juice it and try to go as fast as I can around corners and stuff like that. I'm not that kind of a rider. I've got some years on me, and all that piss and vinegar, or at least most of it, has been cleaned from my system over time. So I don't think that jumping from a 150cc to a 600cc is going to be anything that is going to really be that big of a deal for me. I'll just take a period of time and get used to it, kind of like I did this 150cc. This is the first scooter that I've ever owned, and I had to take it from the dealer and basically learn to ride by myself, and learn, you know, what I could and couldn't do on this thing before I got my license. And of course I'm still learning, but so the T-Max is another option that's available. I don't know if I'll get a new one of those, because 600cc, what they cost brand new, is not something that I'm going to be interested in purchasing, because the purchase price is just a little too high for me. So a used one may be a viable option, but I swing back and forth on this issue of, do I want a larger bike, or am I satisfied with this 150cc Super 8? I don't find myself riding around going, man, this thing is too slow. It doesn't have enough power. I'm not satisfied with this bike. I'm very satisfied with it. So, welcome to the Midwest, grain bins. Small towns and grain bins. But so I don't know, I toss it around and I'm trying to decide what I want to do with it. That's kind of the topic of today's vlog here. If I could find a hell of a deal on a downtown 300, I'd probably do it in a second, because I'm the kind of guy that is brand loyal. If I find something that works and is satisfactory, I tend to stick with that brand unless there's a reason to change. And with the reputation that the downtown 300s have, I think that that would be a bike that's decent for me. And one of the big reasons that I'm thinking of moving up, oh man, they fresh rocked this road. just the corner. One of the reasons that I'm thinking of moving up is the fact that I want to go scooter camping, and I'm less than a week away from my first scooter camping trip, and I'm going to go 140 miles one way on this trip coming up, and 140 miles one way on a 150cc scooter might be a little more than I can take. I hope not. But certainly something that's 300cc or even a little bigger would have enough juice and an extra suspension behind it to give me a comfortable ride throughout the adventure. So that's what we've got for today. I find myself wheeling my way back to home here. I'm just a few blocks away. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, click the thumbs up. That tells me that what I'm doing is the right thing. And as always, go Tigers.